So just after practice, we like to try and get, especially guys aren't playing a lot, just give them a chance to play some 2-on-2, 3-on-3, get them a little bit of a sweat, get a competitive nature going. So it's good for them to fine-tune their skills a little bit, just keep the little touch going. So they have a lot of fun with it. They kind of start trash talking a little bit, which is good. But it's mainly about getting them a good conditioning, a good sweat, and keeping their game skills in check and ready to go, so they're ready for game action. It's hard as a player, to be honest. It's really hard to be in a scenario where these guys are at, where they're playing on an NBA team, but a lot of times they're not playing any minutes. They can go 10 games without even touching the floor. So moments like this is when they get to play a little bit and remember why they love basketball, which is really important. Yeah, you see Lucas, he's hit a few threes now, which is good for him to sort of get that feel. AB, good attack right there. It's good. They want to get some energy, some bounce, some confidence, and start loving the game again.
Thousands of Raptor fans have made the trek here to the Palace of Auburn Hills to see their Toronto Raptors, and they were just in chorus chanting, "Let's go Raptors," and then the boos started to ring out, and so you know what tonight will certainly bring this evening. Now, they will not have Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry will rest here tonight. Pickering's own Corey Joseph will get his first start as a Raptor. Jonas Valanciunas, 10 straight games of double-figure performances.
I think I first fell in love with the game of basketball probably maybe about 5 or 6 years old. All my brothers played. I'm the youngest of 8 boys, and you want to do everything that your older brothers do, and they all played and they were good. So I just felt like I had to keep it going. So, but I love seeing the ball go in the basket, even as a little boy. I remember when I was probably first started organized, probably about 7, 8 years old, and first time out, I was getting like 25 points a game. So it's like I felt like this was what I was supposed to do.
The Philadelphia 76ers select Jerry Stackhouse from the University of North Carolina.
It was a little different. You've always heard about, New York in the draft, and then all of a sudden now my draft comes around and it's in Toronto, and now it's like you got family that had never even been out the country, and all of a sudden they're coming into the draft and different things. But it was great, man. You only do it one time, and it's special no matter what. So I just think I've got friendships that people that I met when I was in Toronto for the draft that are still close friends right now, 20 years later. So Toronto has a special place in my heart, obviously, and over the years playing in Detroit, being a division rival, so to speak, and had a lot of battles against the Raptors.
Got 1 for 2, but the Pistons get it back, and Stack triples.
Whoa! Get into it, crowd. Here we go.
Memories from that time in Detroit. We were 32 and 50 the year before, and had to readjust to life without Grant Hill and a lot of different pieces. And Rick Carlisle comes in as a coach. That year, like I said, we won 50 games. Felt good going into the playoffs. Had to, Toronto in the first round. Pretty much took care of our business at home, won 2 games, then go on the road, and all the momentum shifts. Toronto, they had their home course. It taught me a lot about the playoffs and what it was all about. That no matter, you're never out of it.
Gets it back, 5 on the clock. Boom! Nails it! Bang! Another Jerry Stackhouse triple to
wound up becoming a one-game series back at home, and they had figured me out a little bit, and I started to struggle a little bit during the course of that series, but I found a way to make a timely shot when we needed it and secure that first round victory.
Stack from in front. Stack hits it!
His first basket. What a big one.
None bigger.
Jerry Stackhouse was going to be our savior. He was a lottery pick. He was somebody we were going to build around, and for the first year, we were really excited to have him. Well, then what happened was we got the top pick in the draft. We brought Allen Iverson in, and unfortunately, for one reason or another, it just didn't work. And management chose Allen to be the centerpiece. Jerry went on to have a terrific career. And I think, quite frankly, as the Raptors, you're really lucky to have him as an assistant coach, because there's a guy who could trace his lineage back to Dean Smith. So that's all you have to know, let alone all the experience he had playing the NBA game.
Gets inside him on the drive, and a windmill jam.
Just ferocious. Played tough every single play, offensive and defensive. He could score at will in the post, could go around his defender, could shoot the three. He could do so much for his team. He did whatever his team wanted, and he didn't have any problems.
He's got a good basketball mind. He has an unbelievable passion for the game. I think he's going to be a really good teacher.
He still physically can get out there and work and teach. He's brought that element to our staff, which is huge. We have not only Stack, we have Jamal McGlure, who still can get out there and do the same thing. So we really utilize those guys a lot in that standpoint, as far as in practice, when there's days when we can't go 5-on-5, but we got a pretty good coaches group.
It's awesome. It brings one of us to the team. We had Big Cat, who was one of us, and now we have Stack, and then them two together is hilarious. When I was with Atlanta, he used to work me out in the summer times. I used to go to his house and get some workouts in.
He's played a lot of winning basketball. You want a guy like that involved with your organization, not only from a standpoint of the X's and O's, but he can walk out there on the floor and he can still do all those moves, and he can show you the angles. He can show you how to get to those creases, the little vector moves that'll give you an advantage. And I think, when you see him interacting with the players, there's a legitimate conversation happening there with respect on both ends. And to me, for Dwayne Casey, that's what you need. When a coach is talking to a player, you want to see the focus. You want to see, hey, okay, he's giving me some information that I can use that's going to help me help the team. And I think Jerry brings that for this team.
He's an all-star. He's been through it. He's been in the playoffs. He's been with multiple teams. He's seen everything in the NBA. There is not anything that's going to transpire out here on the court that he hasn't seen before. So to me, for Dwayne Casey, who's been with Stack, has known Stack, I think it's extremely valuable.
Joining me as assistant coach Dwayne Casey, and I know that a concern of this team is getting off to a slow start. Wasn't the case tonight?
Well, tonight we came out with a lot of energy in the first quarter. That was our goal. We talked about it before the game, Cheryl. Coming out with a lot of energy, attacking them defensively, and also running the ball offensively. We got our wings out to run, so our guys did a good job of really coming out with energy and setting the tone for the game.
Casey was an assistant at the time. He was always, coming in the gym, shooting with me, make sure I stayed ready and do all those things. And so we, just understanding, getting to know him a little bit, him getting to know me and what we were all about as competitors. Case understands that, what I bring to the table as far as a competitor and somebody that really loves the game of basketball. And it's been a great fit. Just being able to learn from him, seeing how he handles and manages, different situations. There's a lot more that comes with that seat other than just the X's and O's. And I think that there's probably no better person to learn for how to manage people and manage situations than Case.
Getting set for basketball here on this Sunday. Fans on their feet, and nearly half of today's attendance, I would venture to say, are Toronto Raptor fans. Easily half.
I'm around my son. That's really how I kind of got into formal coaching. I was out watching my son play. I think he was like 7th, 8th grade, and they were just rolling the balls out there. And I was like, I can't watch this. So now I think I can help the situation. I got time now, and I put that put a team together off of the group that they had right there. And, 5 years later, man, we got like almost 10 guys going to Division I. So, high major Division I. So, I think that seeing the guys that you don't know where they would have been or what they've done, but learning the game and understanding how to play, give themselves an opportunity to get an education from this game, that's the most gratifying part of it. And but the fact that from that, it started to become a buzz that Stackhouse is coaching and this and that and the other.
Y'all, we bust y'all.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Who gonna guard me?
Who gonna guard me?
Me.
Yeah, I'm gonna guard you. Who gonna guard me? Lee. Oh, big.
Big Jack.
Yeah, Big Jack. Yeah, he's still moving a little bit.
When the call came about possibly coming in and joining the team, there's only 30 teams in the NBA. And you get a call from one about coming on and starting your career on something that you foresee yourself doing anyway. It was just too hard to turn down. And looking around and at this roster and how I feel like I could help, a guy like DeMar DeRozan, who was, I see a lot of myself in. When I watch him play, we're going to be able to really help him take another step into his growth in the process. Because I've lived it, I've done it, and I know. And that's the one thing about it, being the coach and the player and former player, they can't trick me. You know what I'm saying? I can look at the tape and I know exactly what you saw. I know exactly why you did this or why you did that. And you could tell me something different. And then a lot of times they catch themselves like, nah, I ain't even gonna do it. I know Stack know exactly what happened there. And that's the beauty of it.
Stops are a premium, to say the least. Here's Blake, finds Baines. Wow. And that's going to do it, and that the game is over. And it is. 114-101. And the Pistons come away with a victory.
I enjoyed Anthony. It's an unfortunate situation. I probably didn't do a good job as a coach of working him in enough. But Scola was playing so well. Patrick was playing so well. Then you had DeMar playing the four. So he had a big hill to climb. And early in the exhibition, we tried to work him in. But Luis played so solid. Patrick played so solid. And then that combination was working out so well. There just wasn't any minutes for him there, and hopefully this gives him an opportunity to go and get with a younger team and a team that's developing to play. Again, he's a great young man, and I enjoyed working with Anthony.
Yeah, I think it was real unfortunate. This is like his third team, and was his third team, and he didn't really get an opportunity here because of our roster. We're trying to win now, but I know that he'll be able to find another team, and a team that'll give him a shot, and he'll be able to showcase what he can do.
The most difficult thing that he has right now, he's explosive enough to be a 3. I wouldn't say he's big enough, powerful enough to be a 4, but somewhere in between, there's a really good player in there that you kind of have to figure out that can he become a guy with a team that could be a good fit on someone's second unit. And in my opinion, I think he can.
The NBA is a tough business. It's a hard business that he's going to be. His time is coming. He just needs to continue to be in this league, stay in this league, and get in the right situation.
How you doing?
How are you?
Good.
Welcome to Toronto. I'm Jennifer. Nice to meet you. You ready?
Let's do it.
Here he is.
What's going on?
Harry, player development. Nice to meet you.
So instead of going to BioSteel, our practice court, we're going to take you right for the medical treatment.
Okay. Is there any time to? Is it like bang? It's like one thing.
Kind of. Did you need something?
I mean, laying down would be great.
Well, practice is at noon today,
Okay.
but we're gonna get you right to the clinic. I'm not sure how long all that will take though.
All right. Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
Welcome to sunny Florida.
Yeah, I mean, I had to get up at 4:15, 4:30, for a 6:25 a.m. flight, Air Canada, and go through customs. And here we are now. So, that's part of the grind that people may not know. So, regardless of the schedule today, we're going to do that. We're going to practice and act like I'm on 10 hours of sleep. No glove, no love. I'm taking my shirt off, so you just want me
I'll give you another one.
You
And then when you're ready, if you just have a seat out here, they'll call you very shortly.
What's this one? This 2 different ones?
No, you're just a little taller than some people.
So what am I gonna do with the other half? Also tie one around this way?
Yeah.
All right, I'll try and make it work.
Thanks a lot.
This is definitely something you should not be recording. You go through a situation where, I parted ways with, my old team, and, you have some, interest from other teams, and, Toronto showed interest just as well as, some other teams, and, talked to the GM, talked to, Coach Casey, and, just see what, how much of a fit I could be with the team. Obviously, they've been having success. And, I definitely wanted to, be a part of that and try and bring, talent offensively and defensively to help the team for the long haul, for the long run. So, I've seen the team, be successful from afar, and, just want to be a part of it and enjoy the ride as well. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Keep right to merge onto ON 408.
So if you could stand so that you face that direction. So on the
You
scale.
want to get under, right?
Yeah. And as tall as you can, because I don't want to shrink you. Okay, you can step down. And we have you. Make sure you're 6'8" and 3.
I'm definitely not 6'8".
Wait, let's do it again. Do it again.
6'11"? You're trying to make me look short?
I'm not trying anything.
It's the
Stand as tall as you can.
Canadian height?
What state are you from?
New Jersey.
Oh yeah, I used to live in Connecticut. Okay, so that's it. Stay down. You know what? I think you're lying about your height. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6'8" and 3/4.
Please don't. They say I'm 3 inches shorter than I'm listed. How tall are you listed? When's the last time you recorded your height?
I think I'm just under 5'10".
Under 5'10". So here we go. You will be 5'6" today.
Okay, so stand nice and tall for me.
Tall. Oh, okay.
Don't count the Justin Timberlake fro either.
Yeah, no, I did smash that. Okay, so you step on?
Yep.
I got 175, so 5'9".
5'9".
What?
All right, you ready?
What's going on? How you doing, sir? Welcome. How's everything?
Everything good?
Good, man.
You had a good trip in?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Great stuff. Wow. Excited to have you, man.
Excited to be here.
Yeah, this is awesome. You saw the doctors and everything?
Yeah.
You met everybody?
Mm-hmm.
You met everybody that matters? That's Jeff Welcome, but he's on the phone. He's
Okay. How you doing, Jeff? How you doing?
Welcome.
Thank you.
Come on in. So we haven't found any real cool way or fast way to do this, but I'll just do it like this and have you sign here.
Oh, here we got two. We got two.
Huh? We got two?
Yeah.
Is it working?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
But just
all right, so I'll just shake you after that. You've signed your life away. Did you get it?
Yep.
You got it?
Got it.
You got it. Okay, so I'll just do all the other ones and then you can come right after me.
Cool.
All right, the new man on campus is Jason Thompson. You, of course, have had some experience with him. Your impressions of what he can bring to the Toronto Raptors?
He's tough, man. He's explosive. He goes after every rebound, you know. And he got some mid-range shot that you have to guard, and he's gonna be a big pick and pop threat.
Gives us an insurance policy with Luis and Patrick down the road. So he's not coming in to supplant anybody because anybody is not playing well or whatever the issue is. He's an insurance policy. And again, like I said the other day, Masai is doing a great job of always looking to make our team better.
Like I said, I'm not, trying to come in here and mess up a great thing. I just want to, be a part of something and help and, kind of continue to make this ride, go and see how it goes.
Good job, Stack.
I grew up watching Stack, hell of a player. Played against Stack, was a hell of a player. And, to have the relationship that I have with him now, with him being our coach, is definitely amazing. He understands us. He's only 3 years removed out the NBA, so he understands us. He knows what we go through. He knows what it feels like. So to have a coach like that, to where, if you're having a bad day, feeling banged up, he understands. So it's great to have a coach like that.
Even during my career, when at the high school, I used to go down. Whenever my team was out of the playoffs, I would go and spend a week in Atlanta and go down to Turner and do some work with TNT as a guest analyst, or start working with NBA TV. Those are the seeds that I planted. Because the perfect model for me was kind of Doc Rivers. You know what I'm saying? You go and do the broadcasting thing and let the world know that you understand the game and can articulate the game and what's going on out there, and hopefully that can parlay into a head coaching job. But that doesn't happen for everybody, and I think that it's just a bias against players sometimes, that they don't feel that players know how to work, because they've just been catered to and pampered for so long. Do they really, want to coach, or is it just he just can't play basketball anymore? And so I think that's the hurdle that we have to deal with and cross. But I think people, once you get to understand me, know that, I eat, sleep, breathe basketball. That's who I am. I'm a basketball lifer, and being able to share the wisdom that I've got from some of the best basketball minds ever, and offering some of those, the things that I've gotten from them and sharing with these young guys. I think it's a perfect fit.
Toronto Raptors, a franchise mark 11 consecutive home victories. The Raptors will improve to 40-19, 22-6 at home as they down the Utah Jazz and split the season series.